All right, today what we're talking about are some more word problems. So we're going to go ahead and start with age problems. So age is where you're comparing one person's age to another. So really what you do is you list the people that you need to solve the problem, and then you're going to translate each person's age. So if Debbie is 1 year older than Dave, I don't know what Dave's is, and we don't have any information on Dave. So we're going to solve for Dave. So Dave is going to be X. But Debbie is 1 year older than Dave, so you're going to go X plus 1 for Debbie. All right? And then here, let me erase some of that there. And then James is twice as old as Dave. Well, we said Dave is X, so James is 2 times X. Joelle is twice as old as Debbie. Well, Debbie is X plus 1, so you're going to go 2 times all of X plus 1. Now, it says altogether their ages are 33, so I'm going to add all their ages together and equal it to 33. So if you notice, we're represented each person that we're talking about in here. And then you're going to combine, and don't forget to distribute. You're going to combine like terms. You'll get 6x plus 3 equals 33. Now let's start moving the numbers over. That cancels out. You're left with 6x equals 30. Divide both sides by 6. That simplifies to x, and 30 over 6 simplifies to 5. So now that you know that Dave is 5, Debbie is going to be 5 plus 1. So we know that here Dave is 5. Oops. So Debbie is 5 plus 1, which is 6. And here, since Dave is 5, 2 times 5 is 10. So James is 10. And then we said that Joelle was 2 times Debbie. So we could either go, we said Debbie is 6. We could just make all of this 6, and then 2 times 6. Or if we know Dave is 5, 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. All right, and so that is the ages of Dave, Debbie, James, and Joelle. Now let's go ahead and let's look at the next one. Now we're comparing the age of Mary and Joe. So Mary's age is 5 times Joe. But it doesn't tell us anything about Joe's age, so we're solving for Joe. So we're putting everything in terms of Joe. So now, sum of their ages is 18. So Mary plus Joe equals 18. And you'll get 6J equals 18. Divide both sides by 6. That simplifies to J divided by 3. So if Joe is 3, then Mary is 5 times Joe. Mary is 15. All right, so for number 3, 3 less than 5 times Wanda's age. So you should have 5 Wanda minus 3 is the same as 3 times her age increased by 37. So we want to know how old she is. So you're going to take this and equal it to that. If you do this correctly, Wanda should be 20. All right, now let's talk about variables on both sides. So this is just showing you can have variables on both sides. You just have to know how to set it up and then, of course, how to solve it. So Tim's choosing between 2 cell phones that offer the same number of free minutes. Spectrum's plan charges $39 with additional minutes costing 45 cents. So this is $39 plus 45 cents per minute. So this is for Spectrum. And then Verizon is $44.99 with additional minutes at 40 cents. So again, Verizon is $49 plus 40 cents per minute. We want to know how many additional minutes, which is X, will it take for the two plans to cost the same. So if we want it to cost the same, it's going to equal each other. So we took Spectrum, put it here. We took Verizon, put it there. And then we went ahead and we solved it. So remember to move the variable first. After you simplify. So after simplifying each side, oops, then, if you notice right there, all right, then once you move your variables, then you can move the numbers and solve for X. And if you did this correctly, you should have gotten X equals 100, which is 100 minutes. All right, so now we have Bill weighing 120 and is gaining 10 pounds each month. So that means he's 120 plus 10 per month. Phil weighs 150 pounds and is gaining 4 pounds per month. So that's 150 plus 4 per month. So we want to know how much it'll take them to be the same. So you're going to go Bill equals Phil and then solve. If you did this correctly, it should take 5 months. So solve. Oops. And then make sure you solve this one too. All right, now for perimeter. So the very important part with perimeter is you want to draw and label the figure. This is very important. Okay? Once you draw the figure, it's a little bit easier to see. So each of the equal sides of an isosceles triangle is 4 times the third side. So we said, since we're looking for the third side, that's what this is. So these two equal sides are going to be 4 times the third. Okay? Perimeter of the triangle is 117 inches. So remember, perimeter is when you go the outside distance, and you need to add them together to equal the perimeter. When you do that, divide both sides by 9. That simplifies. You'll get X equals 13. So if this is 13, to find this side, it's 4 times 13, which is what I did here, and that's going to give you 52. So your 3 sides are 13, 52, and 52. All right, for this one, we're doing a rectangle. So that's why I drew a rectangle here. And I like to translate what it says. The length is 3 times the width. The perimeter is 72 feet, so we're going to add it to equal 72. So what you have to remember is that if this is your length right here, don't forget opposite sides are going to be the same. So if this is 3W, this is also 3W. And then we're saying 3 times the width, so we need to solve for width. And remember, if this is W, this side is also W. So when you go around for perimeter, you need to add all 4 sides. All right, and if you did this correctly, width is 9, and then all you do is substitute in 3 times 9, and your length is going to be 27. All right, now this one I got set up for you. You need to finish it. So the second side of a triangle is 8 inches less than the first. Well, here's your second. We don't know what the first is, so we're just going to leave the first as X. The third side is 14 inches more. So you take the first side plus 14, and that's your third. The perimeter is 63. So all the way around is going to equal 63. So add those together, and if you did this correctly, you should have got 19, 11, and 33. So you need to solve that. I set it up for you, you just got to finish it. All right, and the length of the sides are represented by 3 consecutive even integers. So remember, the even integers, the pattern's x, x plus 2, x plus 4. So that's what I did here. Your perimeter is 96 feet. So you're going to take your 3 sides and equal it to 96 and then find the length. If you did this correctly, you should have 30, 32, 34. So solve. And then last but not least, your perimeter of a rectangular parking lot is 146. So if you're to go all the way around, it's going to equal 146 yards. Find the dimensions if the length is 7 yards less than 4 times the width. So I just translated this. Length is 7 less than 4 times the width. So now I know your length is this. Well, we don't know what width is, so that's what we're going to solve for. And don't forget, this side is also, and then if this is W, this across opposite sides are also going to be. So you're going to add all those up, and if you did it correctly, you should have 16 and 57. So that is word problems with age, variables on both sides, and perimeter.